A fascinating thing about For Your Eyes Only is that Roger Moore actually intended to end his run on this particular film, and it's a bit of a shame because he would have gone out on an extremely high note. After Moonraker drew criticisms for going a little too far with the fantastical storytelling, understatement, Eon opted to bring Bond back to Earth in a classic spy thriller. For Your Eyes Only deftly juggles stories of revenge, greed, betrayal, and deception, enveloping it all in a story that pits Bond against criminals, traitors, and rival governments as all of them race to retrieve a targeting device from the depths of the ocean. The chase takes Bond through a breakneck ski chase through the Winter Olympics, a heroin smuggling ring, a treacherous deep-sea excavation, and after Bond goes through probably one of the most harrowing mountain climbing sequences, it all leads to a showdown in an abandoned monastery on top of a mountain. Now, this all seems like a bloated plot, but miraculously, the script succeeds in balancing the subplots and still finds room for strong character moments rife with humor and emotion. Now, if I were to point out where the strongest moments came from, no question they came from the heroine Melina Havelock. The film does an excellent job setting up Melina's passion and love for her family. Her first scene even takes the time to establish the Havelocks as kind, nurturing people. So your empathy for Melina's rage and sadness is immediate when you see her parents brutally gunned down. And following that, you can understand her recklessness in her pursuit of revenge. It also makes all of her scenes with Bond shine because if there's anyone who understands the pain of losing a loved one, it's Bond. In fact, in the beginning of the movie, there's a callback to his late wife. Following that, he gets revenge on the man who killed her, and it makes for a strong start-off point for Bond in this film and how he understands that revenge on the whole is a venture that leaves you hollow. Now, while the villain, Christatos, is not a particularly memorable villain, he doesn't have really any quirks, he's just a guy. It's safe to say what does make him stay in our memories is, well, it's the charismatic performance of Julian Glover. Now, when we first meet Christatos, he is ostensibly an ally, when in reality he's manipulating Bond in order to kill his rival Columbo. Now, in order for this subplot to work, Christatos had to be portrayed as a seemingly benign and generous man, and Julian Glover is an actor who possesses such subtlety. Now, another strength of this film is the ability to alleviate awkwardness in scenes that, well, in any other movie would come off more like lunchtime at Harvey Weinstein's. Of course, I'm talking about all of Moore's scenes with Lynn Holly Johnson as the amorous figure skater BB Doll. The scenes where she fawns over Bond should come off as a touch creepy, but because of the humor combined with Moore's comedic timing, the scenes all play as something more innocent and with a soupçon of mischief. For Your Eyes Only was a welcome return to form for the franchise, which shows the series' slick ability to bounce back after a lull in quality. If the creative decide they're pushing the envelope a little too far, they take a step back and bring it back to the basics. And then we're reminded how sometimes all a quality Bond thriller needs is a strong focus on storytelling with action sequences that keep you enthralled because of the way it emphasizes the dangers of the situation. I gotta shoot love back to the mountain climbing scene because I will be damned if the hair-raising stunt work and the brilliant choice to play it without music didn't work. It's one of the series' crowning achievements, and it's just the top of the mountain. Before that, we're even treated to a furious keel-hauling sequence where Bond and Melina are being dragged from a boat over coral in shark-infested waters. For Your Eyes Only is a constant surprise all around. Story-wise, it seems like it's going to be a simple affair, and then through clever writing and imaginative action, it becomes one of the crown jewels of Roger Moore's era.